We are in a beautiful, wonderful Life Centrum's kitchen. We have our instructor, Bob.
And we have our instructor, Katka. She's the real cooking master here.
Well, you too. And we're about to show you our favorite condiment called
Miso scallion condiment.
Yes, because when you want to make beautiful, delicious and healthy meals, you need to have also some side dishes and condiments which make it very interesting and delicious and beautiful.
When you have a condiment like this, it complements rice. It brings the best qualities out in rice, and it has an energy field of its own that's upward from the scallion and satisfying and protein-rich from the miso, making it more interesting for people who are not used to eating this type of food.
So what are we going to need for this miso scallion condiment? Of course, first of all, scallions. We need a bunch, so like 4 to 5 pieces is okay, and we keep all the parts. We keep the root, the greens, everything. Now we need 1 teaspoon of oil, either sesame or olive oil, then 1 heaping teaspoon of shira miso, that's white miso, less salty, lighter, more sweet. And you can also use a little bit of lemon peel, gives it a nice bitter taste, and it's also super alkalizing.
I'd call it a tangy taste.
Oh, tangy taste, yeah. And be careful to use organic lemon peel, but it can be either fresh or dried, it doesn't really matter. Another advantage of this condiment is that it's very quick and easy. So we only need a pot and the scallion, we will cut it. You can even use the roots, as I said before. So we will just cut the root like this and chop it very fine. Be careful with your fingers. So, and now when you cut off the roots, you can cut off the part where the roots are attached to the rest of the onion, and you can wash it again. And if it's not possible to wash it, then you will just throw it into your compost, because this part is sometimes hard to wash.
The scallions have an upward going energy. When we have it with rice, rice is more stabilizing down, solidifying energy. And the scallions, of course, they're called spring onions. They come up from the centrifugal force. And so when we eat this condiment, it brings outgoing energy. It makes you more social, more outgoing, and therefore it's good when you have guests or if you're introducing people to plant-based food. And the miso brings out a nice, sweet, salty taste. And the lemon peel, a little bit of zest.
So now we are going to start a flame, and we will make the pot a little bit hot. And then we're going to use the oil, and we're starting with the root part. That's going to be sauteed first. What we do while making this condiment is actually milding the taste of the spring onion, because it's very sharp in taste, and we are making it more mild. So it's also good for children who generally don't really enjoy the sharp taste of spring onions. Now we will put this part of onion, so it's kind of the middle part.
If I understand correctly, you start with the most yang part, the densest, hardest, the rootlets. And then you start with the base of the plant, because it's again more solid.
Yes.
And takes a little longer to cook.
Yeah.
And then you add the upper part, which is lighter, and therefore everything cooks evenly.
Yes. And also, if you cook for adults, you can leave a little bit of the greens, of the top greens, for garnish. You can even garnish your condiment to put to the condiment another condiment. And because adults usually enjoy sharp taste, so if you want to keep some sharp taste, you can do it like that.
And this makes a nice balance between well cooked or medium cooked and raw.
Yes. So I think I will leave this part and mix it later when the condiment is done. It's a little bit of sautéed, and I'm going to add the lemon peel. You can also add lemon juice if you want it a little bit sour.
And now the miso,
And now the
shiro
miso.
white miso.
Yeah, it's the sweetest miso. So you can you can turn the flame a little bit lower, and as you mix the miso into the scallions, you see that it's already going to be more kind of moist.
It kind of cooks down.
It cooks down, yeah. We had a bunch of scallions and now we have just a little bit of condiment.
So when you try this and you like it, make a lot, because you'll find people like it and they want more.
Yeah. And we don't need to cook it very long. Actually, like this, it's already enough. That's what we're going for. That's the result. So we turn the flame off and it's done. We now only mix in some fresh scallion. Yeah, to je pro mě. Děkuju. Aha. So the last thing, mixing in fresh greens, which give a little bit of sharp taste. And now our condiment is done.
Thank you, Katka.
Thank you, Bob.
I can't wait to try it.
Yeah, me too.